Hey guys, this is just going to be a random little thing of like little tips and whatnot that I've learned myself for digital artwork. Of course, I'm nowhere near professional, but it should give you some like tips and everything of, either line work tips that I can't even do line art correctly, but like I can do some coloring correctly. But yeah, so I'm just gonna draw and all black. Not with an airbrush tool, because why would we do it with an airbrush tool? And that's way too thin. Sorry. I should have gotten everything ready before. Okay. So, it's still too thin. Sorry. Okay. Apparently I'm using the wrong brush. Whoops. What brush do I want to use? What brush? I think that's what I was using last time, yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna do it a little thicker than I normally do, just because right now I am going to show you guys a tip for line art in Clip Studio. Well, I'm just starting to learn Clip Studio. I've had it for quite a while, but I used to use Psy a lot. If it's not obvious, there's my Psy here. But currently my tablet's kind of giving me crap, so Psy doesn't really work all that well. So I'm just going to doodle here. It's not going to be anything beautiful, so don't mind the imperfections. And also don't mind that I'm not exactly professional whenever it comes to these videos. I'm not used to making videos, but I decided, why not? Oh, this looks tropey, but oh well. And also, quick thing, if you want to erase, but you don't want to use the actual eraser, you can put the transparency thing here and erase it like that. So you're using the same type of brush you're using for your line art, which sometimes it makes it easier to erase like little lines or in spaces that are a little smaller, instead of using a big round eraser. And then go back. Well, normally I do like a darkish brown for my, or maybe purple for my line art. I'm doing this for a reason, because I'm going to show you guys a tip whenever it comes to coloring your line art, which typically is it gives your drawing a little more of a softer feeling, I guess you could say, to it than it does whenever you have these harsh black lines. Well, it can work, depending on your style and everything. It probably could work on your doodles and everything, but I like to have color. Yeah, this is really bad looking, but whatever. It's cool. Just a doodle. I'll also show you guys some of the tips and whatnot I have on more closer to being finished drawings than this really ugly doodle I'm doing here. Okay, so I'm just going to erase my outline here. Because, Alright, so I'm just going to make a little more hair than that. I know this is, oops, what the heck was that? It's not what I wanted. Definitely not. But, yeah. Okay, we have a person. Yay! Okay, so line art tip. So I know you technically can do the whole thing in one color, which if I click over here on the color wheel, let's say I want it all this red. It's not super dark, but it's not. You can also go into edit and then change color to line drawing, and then we have it here where it's just one color. But what if you want more than just one color? You kind of want to get in everything nitty gritty, basically. So instead of doing that, let's go back to our black line art. We can go over and you see this lock transparent pixel. You click that. At least this is what I do. And let's see, I want some type of darker. Not that red. I'm just gonna change it myself a little bit. Okay, so since we have the locked transparent pixels, I can go over the line work wherever I want. You technically can do this on a different layer as well if you want to, but I typically just do it all on the same layer because I'm lazy. Sorry about that. But yeah, you can just go around and color where you want to, where the lines you wanted to color in and everything. Of course, I'm doing this very sloppy, so it's not going to be perfect. Nowhere near. It's probably the opposite of perfect, but you know. Okay, so what do we want the hair color? Let's do like a purplish, like a dark purple. So if the hair was like purple or pinkish or something, you want to do like a color of a purple, a darker purple and everything. So there we have it. Now, you know, as I said, you probably can do these on different layers, but I'm lazy and I typically don't do that. So you're gonna have places like right here and everything where they're gonna connect and everything that are gonna look a bit weird and everything, but you can like zoom in on everything and get it more exact to the hue that you want it to be. Again, and just simply let me actually change this up. Sorry about that. Rest in peace, headphone users, most likely. But again, I'm not really trying too hard on this. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. No! Why aren't you? Thank you. Apparently this was lighter than I was expecting it, but oh well. Good enough. So let's do a darker color here. Again, I'm just kind of roughing it out. It's not perfect. But then, okay, so, oops. I keep doing the stuff that I don't want to do. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Alrighty, so you can do some simple stuff like that for your line art and everything. Yay! Now, fun tool just to play around with. What I do is like I kind of once in a while, like for this here, this Miami, my Utawa Miami Renjiro. I actually did use this tool to, let me just hide everything. I know I can typically. But if we see here, with this base color that I have for everything, this was actually, besides some type of glow, yeah, that wasn't there. Yeah, you see here, this was the, rough color and whatnot, and I used the with Clip Studio Paint. It's actually a pretty cool tool that you can actually colorize it and whatnot. So colorize all is just if you want to randomly color stuff without any, but I use the hint image here for him, and that's what you got out of it. Now I'm just kind of working with it. Yeah, probably a bit of a lazy approach, but I just wanted to play around with it and see if it worked, which kind of did. I needed to, yeah, of course, edit stuff. Oops. Oh, yeah, with the line art and everything, I was working on it here. As you can see, this is like a blue area, while I'm not finished with everything, and there's still like darker lines. Oops. I never can focus in correctly. Yeah, like right here you can tell that I'm still not done with coloring the lines, but yeah, it makes it a softer feel looking. Okay, so if we want to do the colorize tool, Alright, well, let's just, actually, let's do this. So we're gonna just do colorize all and see what happens. It's just a random... Yep, there we go. We got our random colorization. That doesn't really look all that great. Besides, some of it is alright, but, you know, it doesn't really tell us, you know, tell the program more, like, exactly what to do. Sorry that my speech level is not quite the best. I have a little issue speaking sometimes, sorry. But let's just, literally you just kind of randomly, not randomly because you want it to be a certain spot and everything. Sometimes I kind of mess up, but it's alright because it's just a sloppy. And then, as I said, we're going to do like a purplish for the hair. So this is going to tell the program where exactly to color and everything, which is pretty cool. Again, you don't have to use this like all the time. It's just a fun little... Of course, I forgot the eyeballs. Oh well. Yeah, see? It kind of course it goes over because I'm a bit sloppy and everything, but you can just go over it and everything. I kind of made it a normal tool, and then you just go over it what you want. So like make a new layer and kind of go over the parts where you don't want it to be, like her teeth, her eyes. And normally I just do the white colors and everything on one layer, and then I have another layer, like I add it on top. And let's see, what color do I want to add? So have it like this. I don't know. It doesn't even look like with that color range, but you know, it's whatever. It's our eyeballs. Yeah. Oops. So as I said, I'm also learning, but it was kind of like, you know what? Since I'm learning, why don't I have kind of like help and whatnot, other people learn it as well, kind of with me and everything, even though I'm probably not the one that anybody wants to be taught with, but you know, it's cool. Yeah, so, oops, why is, I don't understand sometimes. Okay, so, that's probably not the, oh yeah, so in another thing, whenever it comes to, the coloring layers and everything, if you really don't, like, you want to, like, shade a spot and everything, but you want to just keep it at one layer, and you just kind of want to shade in that, but, like, let's do this. I'm just gonna grab a random brush. Okay, so literally you're going out of the lines and whatnot, which now nobody goes like that. Nobody's like a little kindergartner unless you're an actual kindergartner. But again, it helps with the transparent pixel, because then, see, I'm going all over the place, but it's not, and that's a wrong color. I shouldn't have used this purple. It needs to be a bit redder. But yeah, so where we have the mouth, of course, you know, colors are weird today, but as I said, it won't go all over the place, and if you really just need it for that area, of course sometimes it sucks if you kind of had that like filled in and everything, and it was like there's like little places that aren't colored still, and then you have it and it's like, wait a second, I missed that little spot there. However, a good thing is you can unlock it, and then like, let's go over here where I said that we had that, and yeah, so you can just kind of little parts of it and everything. Of course, that is actually the white area that we're having issues with there. So that's not a problem with this layer, it's a problem with the layer up here. So, again, you don't need, if you want it, you don't have to do it or anything. I just think it's a neat tip and everything. So yeah, just kind of erase it, and of course you can see a little bit kind of crapped out and all over the place, but you can always clean it up and whatnot. And as I said, this isn't really the cue of my artistic abilities. And again, I'm learning the program as well. I'm not like, oh yes, I am expert and I know everything. But I just find these few tips and whatnot to be cool and helpful to me. Again, so, let's, of course, this is just going to be one big thing. But if we have, this one I didn't use the colorize tool. This one I was all by myself. Of course, it's not finished yet. None of my stuff is ever finished. But, okay, so I am bad and I never name any of my layers, which I always have to do a search. Okay, so I didn't really want to do the hair, but there's the hair. Okay, as you can see, everything goes with it. Because we have the, it's transparent here. I did the transparent pixel, Wacom. And then, whenever I multiply, I used my multiply layer to shade it and everything, with these, in the glow and everything. You see this right here, clip at layer below, it all connects to that one. So, if you take it out, everything goes with it. But it also helps, again, if you're trying to, like, color, and you don't want to color outside of the lines, nor do you really want to use, like, the selection of tools and all that stuff. Like, you're like, nah, I don't want to select it, but you want to actually have, like, the colors and everything in it. Now, again, this isn't finished yet. It's still, still not the best looking. But, and again, I'm not a professional, but I just think these tips are pretty nice and pretty cool. So, yeah, I think for now that's about what I'm going to kind of not review, but like, just like, explain my tips and everything that I do whenever I'm drawing. So, yeah, I hope that some of these things will help other people in their artistic roads in life, I guess. So yeah, bye.